YouTube, welcome back to the channel. I greatly appreciate you taking the time to click on the video today. If you haven't already, or you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment. Are we going to make the Conference USA Championship this year? You can wait until the end of the episode to let me know. We are already 2-1, so we need to probably be flawless the rest of the way. So can we get it done in the first year of the Conference USA? With the 2 wins, if we can scrounge 1 or 2 more, we should get out of jeopardy of being relegated back to independence, the independence. So let me know what you think there. With that being said, we are in the promotion/relegation dynasty here with the Kennesaw State Owls. We did get promoted after year 2, and so we're here in year 3, and we're in Conference USA. We have Air Force, who is 3-0, to start the episode. We are here in a rainy day at the Air Force Academy. We are down 7-0 already. We do need to convert this third down, which we're not going to be able to because our offensive linemen just don't feel the need to block on the screen. So we are now on defense. We have to deal with the triple option offense of Air Force, which, to be honest, I've had some success in series pass against Air Force, so hopefully that continues here today as they take a 10-0 lead. 17-7. Oh boy. 3rd and 5 here in the third quarter. It is 24-7. We're going to throw this screen out. We're going to get a block, and Ashley is going to get down to about the 20-yard line. We have not seen our young
Kennesaw State has a chance now on 1st and
receiver.
goal.
Good Lord, why did I struggle with that so bad? Our young running back yet, but we do get in the end zone there, which makes me believe that we have an injury already, which is not ideal. Not ideal at all. So let's see if we can get this stopped here. The quarterback is going to run around everybody on our defense to pick up the 3rd and 5. We had everything strung out. We should have gotten that stop. And they're going to come away with yet another field goal. It is 14-27. If we are able to get into the end zone here, it is going to make it a very manageable. And they're going to play that super well. They're going to force a turnover on the option. We do turn right back around and get it down to the red zone. Dunlap's going to throw on the run. We're going to step up at the 1-yard line. I'm very shocked with that pass at the line. Red throw on the run. Dunlap is also cold. So all the recipes of not success, but we get in with Ashley for the touchdown, and the defense looks like they're starting to step up a little bit. We're going to step in and help them. We are down 6, 27-21 here with just under 4:30 left to go here in the fourth quarter. We got to get to him, and we do. We bring him down, and now we'll see what they end up doing, and we turn it over, and they score a touchdown. We got the stop. We got everything that we needed. Just catch it, please. Thank you. Red throw in the rain is going to be very difficult for Dunlap to throw the ball, which we have seen. So we're going to go ahead and get it out to the running back on the option. Turpin is going to get tackled at the 2-yard line. We're going to go no huddle. We're going to give it back to Turpin, and we're going to get stopped in the backfield. Just not what we needed to do. Precious time is dwindling off this clock. Turpin finally gets into the end zone there. Yeah, we're going to have to go with onside kick. Do we have all 3 timeouts? We do have all 3 timeouts, which is nice. Just doesn't get far enough. Just touched it too early. Maybe we should have kicked it deep and let our defense try to do something. Alright, let's see if we can get this rushing attack off the field here without getting the first down. We know what's coming. We just need to make plays. Westmoreland gets in there for the first stop of the drive. We're going to go ahead and slide that way. They're going to run the option. Oh, they're going to run the fullback. Oh, we almost messed that up. I don't was the fullback my guy. This feels like 4-down territory. He was too. Just got to fill the gap to the fullback, which we do. We're going to get the ball back. Can we break the hearts of the Air Force? 52 seconds left. It's going to be about 45 by the time the punt is done. They're going to punt it into the end zone, so we're going to get it at the 25-yard line. For a touchback. Don't have any more timeouts, so we have to be pretty one-dimensional. They're going to press, though. They are in a cover. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. Just got to get it out. Just had to get out of there. They're not pressing this time. Just get it out again. We just can't protect. We don't have enough time to do anything. Okay, they're pressing again. We've got to be able to win off their press, which we don't. And diving breakup by the linebacker is going to make it 4th and 10. We're struggling. Okay, we're going to pick up the first down. We are going to have to go no huddle. Dunlap has thrown for quite a bit of yards actually today. We just had 2 turnovers. And yeah, it's one of the biggest reasons why we are in the position that we're in is the big turnovers. So, alright, Thomas coming in the slot here. Got him in the slot. 2nd and 10, 21 seconds left. It looks like he's going to run away from him. He's going to make the catch. He's going to get down to the 15. We got to go. We got to go. We got to go. Can he win again? Gotta go. We need to get to the first down. Thank you. We gotta go. Thomas, you gotta hurry up. Thomas, you gotta hurry up. Okay, we get the playoff. Thomas in the end zone. And we get it! Touchdown, Owls! What a drive to steal the game here on the road at Air Force. 24th quarter points. Another come from behind victory for the Owls. Oh, talk about a heartbreaker for Air Force. Dunlap, 18 of 31, not great. 361, 2 TDs with those 2 interceptions like we talked about. Turpin only had 11 carries, man, for 26. 6 for Dunlap for 10. Ashley had 4 for 56. Turpin did have 2 touchdowns, though, and Ashley had 1. Receiving-wise, 9 catches for Cook for 91 yards. Destin Thomas, 5 for 80 and 1 touchdown. Sash had 2 catches for 94 yards and a touchdown as well. Defensively, 8 tackles for Westmoreland, 3 tackles for loss. That's crazy. Hannon was 7, Tate and Paul both with 6, and then Cook and Decker with 5. A boatload of tackles for loss, and against that triple option, only 1 sack with combined with Scarver and Westmoreland. Probably no interceptions because they just don't throw the ball very much. So, a absolute heart racer at the end. We do move to 3-1 though, which was a huge victory for us. We are here in a bye week, so I figured I'd give you a little bit of an update here on recruiting. We are trying to get some 4-stars here. We do have 4 still on the board. We do need to figure out what Hanneman wanted, and it looks like Prestigious is the one. Kind of secretly hoping it was game time, but Prestigious, so we'll go ahead and fix that. It's looking more and more like Irwin's going to Wisconsin, which is not ideal. Moffitt looks like he is pulling away with us, which is fantastic. And then the deep threat Johansson looks like he is coming here as well. There's still a lot of time between these two, though, so I don't want to count my chickens before they hatch. We still only have 350 hours, which is just not ideal. So you're going to see that some of these guys have really small amounts of hours, but because we're the only ones really chasing them, it helps us kind of get a little bit of space as well. So there's a lot of things that we're going to go ahead and tweak, but I just wanted to give you a little heads up of where we are at with recruiting. All right, we are here now in week 6 after the bye week, and we get to host Eastern Michigan, who looks like they're struggling. However, they're probably higher rated than us, so it is not going to be easy by any means. We are here just before the 2-minute warning. We got 2 first quarter drives, and I just decided not to take them because I always take those ones, and that's all we got for moments until now. So a very defensive heavy game, it seems, and we're going to see if we can cut into this lead here right before halftime. Obviously, it's a big thing. We just need to make sure we win this game. Dunlap's going to use his speed to get out and around, and he's going to get absolutely that should have probably been a penalty. I have seen those get called a little bit more frequently now than at the beginning of the game, which I think is really cool. Well, I always think they're necessary now, but that one I thought for sure it could have been. But anyway, we're moving on. After Dunlap, this little scramble. Oh, that's wide open. That's going to be a touchdown. Slot guys are OP in this game, I'm not going to lie. As if you guys are frequent flyers of my videos, you will know that that is the truth. We do get the ball back again here before halftime. We're just going to go ahead and throw it away though. So we actually have the chance to take the lead here before half. So we'll see if we can do that. We're going to take Dunlap. We're going to run with him here. We're going to pick up the first down. Just really couldn't find anything. Dobson's on the outside. See if he can win off the line. He can't. We're going to throw it to Thomas again from the slot. He's going to bring it down. He is easily the favorite target of Dunlap. You see why he catches it, he gets open. We're actually going to audible again. Can't believe this plays an audible in this playbook. I love it. Because he's going to be wide open. Broken coverage yet again, and Thomas is going to make a pay. He's going to flaunt his way into the end zone. It's going to be 14-10. We ended up taking the lead here going into the half. They are going to start the second half with a great drive, though. They're going to be pushing us here at the 12-yard line. We hopefully looking to get a stop completely. Oh, I thought that could have been a fumble. David Williams with the sack. Coming out of the corner blitz. He's going to put second and 22 now. They're going to go ahead and draw play. I ran my guy right out of his lane, and then he jukes our corner, or our safety, I apologize. And now it's a third and very manual set. Slant's going to be wide open. It's going to be a touchdown. They're going to take the lead back here to start the third quarter. And our offense went pretty quickly 3 and out. And their offense followed suit with the 3 and out. And we got it back in the red zone now. Later in the third quarter, Turpin's going to try to break a tackle in the backfield. And they have him wrapped up in the backfield.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
See if we can find a little bit more space here on this play. We're not. We're going to lose 2 more yards. Absolute trash on the ground right now.
You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they
going to go ahead and get the ball to Ashley quickly on the screen. He's going to break a tackle or 2. He's going to get down to the 7. We're going to have to settle for a field goal, and that's going to actually tie the game.
Let's send out the kicker here.
At 17 apiece. So thankfully there's no recruits on campus for this game because it is not pretty, which I don't think we've ever assumed that it's going to be pretty right now. Obviously later in the video, when we're able to consistently get high 4-star, low 5-star recruits and really be able to build, you know, with having more than... Oh, that's a terrible throw. He was wide open too. I wanted to set his feet, and he would have probably scored a touchdown. But actually build a program from the ground up and find some big name recruits to really get that ball going would be fantastic. But obviously not there yet. We're in the worst conference. We just got out of independence, so we're really trying to build that brand as much as we possibly can. So, can we please get home? Sack him. Westmoreland with the sack. There's probably going to split that one. Was that them? Or us that scored. Us that scored. Good. 27-17. 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And they are going to go for it, a 4th and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They're going to go ahead and test the man, the myth, Washington Jr. Does he have the speed to get up the sideline? He does not, but he has another interception. You cannot test that man. He is just that. The man. What a pickup from the transfer portal. He was a sophomore, maybe even a freshman when we picked him up. We cannot find anywhere to run on this defense. This is absolutely an atrocity on the ground.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the
great pickup in the transfer portal by getting Washington Jr. the corner. I'm pretty sure he's a freshman transfer. Came in, was just phenomenal as a sophomore. So he's been playing super well. Well, who hasn't been playing super well is our O-line against this D-line today, which is a disappointment. We're going to get down to the 1-yard line, and you better believe we're not kicking a field goal here.
They hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short. Really good job.
We should have really ran more clock off on this drive, but we're going to get stopped. They're going to be way backed up, so I'm not really too worried about it. We're going to be able to finish this game out. 29-17. We did get the safety after getting stuffed at the goal line. Running game was non-existent today, though, man. We got to get that thing going if we want to be successful. Dunlap 22 of 32 for 374 and 3 touchdowns and 1 pick. Rushing 14 carries for 19 yards, a 1.3 average. Passing on the average 1.5. We only ran the ball 24 times. We got to run the ball more. Thomas 233 and 3 touchdowns. That's insane on 7 carries. Around 7 receptions. 3 guys with 7. Westmoreland, Williams, and Hamilton's Redding at 6. Atkins, Cook, Hannon at 5. Tackles for loss, we had 6, 8, 9 of them today. 2 from Cook, 2 from Westmoreland, 2 for Hannon. Green had 2 sacks. Westmoreland with 1.5. Cook, Williams, and Scarver all chipped in a half a sack. We had 1 interception by Hamilton. It wasn't even Washington Jr. Okay then. Hamilton the junior. I was talking of Washington, it wasn't even him. Just got back home. But now we got to travel up to Ohio to take on Akron, who is 2-3, 1-2 in the conference. How have they played 2 non-conference games? That's my question. I think it's the rivalry stuff, and I think I mentioned that before in another episode, so I won't go on a little rant about it. But here we go on the road in Week 7.
On the ready. 3rd and short from the 26.
Defense is looking like they're going to give up points, but if we can get a stop here on this on this play, it's more likely only going to be 3 points. And with that sack, it might not be any points. What a great job by the defense, stepping up and making sure that we do not allow any points here. All right, let's see if we can get this run game going a little bit more than we did last week. Turpin makes something out of a little bit of nothing, picks up the first down, which is fantastic. But we just need to create better running areas.
He'll keep it himself.
We're going to go ahead and keep it with Dunlap. He's going to pick up the first down. That's, again, an added element that I talked about in the last episode that I feel like we need to use a little bit more. But it gets a little tough when you don't want him to be hurt. As Ashley gets the pitch, he makes a great spin move and he gets down to the 3. That's one big reason why we wanted him to be moved into the tight end role, because he's going to be able to create some pretty cool plays in triple options and different things. Bryson at his second position with us here at Kennesaw State, as he was the quarterback last year, just did not have what we were looking for. So, that's the first year. I apologize. As we get into the end zone, Turpin powers his way into the end zone, and defense needs help. That's good. 4th and 1. We are bringing the pressure. Slide this guy over.
29 second time. 2-9. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Catching it. It's a good catch. It's a really good play too. A lot of man coverage. Couldn't get out and our guys close enough together. As you can see, we're starting to get some speed on the defensive side of the ball, which is a big bonus, but just not quite skilled enough as Akron gets in the end zone to pair up with that speed. So we got the speed, but the speed's not that talented yet. So that's kind of where we're at. It is 7-7. We're creeping up on the 2-minute timeout. 3rd and 5. We're going to go ahead and go to the screen. Ashley's going to put his head down, and he's going to pick up the first down. Dunlap only has 63 yards passing in this game. That is absolutely insane.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone.
Go ahead and give it to Ashley on the triple option. He's going to find his way into the end zone. Touchdown. Owls. Can we create some space? It's 14-7. They got the ball to start the second half. Play action, we're going to get there with the pressure. We brought a bunch of players. They go ahead and kick the field goal. They end up making the field goal. They end up going and scoring another touchdown. 17-14. Akron is up here while we're on the road. Turpin's going to get the carry, and he's going to be running for a while. He cannot make the last guy miss. He does have, but he is averaging 4.9 a carry today, which is much higher than last week. What a great job by the offensive line, the tight ends, and our fullback on blocking on that last play. We go back to the same exact play, and we still find 7, which is crazy to me that we can continue to find a great success with the same play back to back. But as long as we're blocking, we should be all right. We're going to go ahead and triple option. They're going to dare Dunlap to keep it, and he does to get the first down.
So close to cashing it in for this offense.
Turpin, touchdown. We go ahead and take the lead yet again. And we are in trouble defensively. 21-17. We are in the fourth quarter. Under 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. It's kind of interesting to cheer against Akron since we did have a series with them. But it is it's a place where I don't want to lose because they're bad, and it was not easy to build Akron. Not easy to build at all. If you want to go see the series that I'm talking about, go ahead and they score on that same play. Go ahead and watch the realignment series on YouTube. It's a playlist on my channel, and yeah, it was fun. It got really monotonous though, hence why we moved to this opposed to staying with that. So go ahead and take a look at it. It's about 10 episodes long, I think. So it was, like I said, it was super fun. I thought it was a cool idea. It took a lot of time to set up, to be honest with you. But it was worth it while going through and playing it. It played out pretty alright. They're gonna go no huddle, and then they're gonna run a bunch of time off the clock, which is annoying. But I feel like this is pretty much a cannot lose game here. But it's not looking too promising here. We're gonna call timeouts for the 2-minute warning. Excuse me. The only thing that does though is it opens up them to throw the ball. We're not sitting there while they hurry up and then us not get anything out of it. We just went to the 3-day front. They pick it. That might be. They're gonna get one play. Well, if we get a stop now, we'll be alright. Can't believe they threw that. That was my worry about calling the timeouts early. Is if it was under 2 minutes, they wouldn't be throwing the ball like they are right now. Sack him, fumble it. Do I call timeout? I let this get to the 2-minute timeout. Then afterwards, I'll call a timeout.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They'll give it to the back.
Can they please just stack one? And it's going to be a face mask. Okay, it's going to be a holding. Thank the Lord. Thought that was going to be a face mask. That would have been a bad deal for us.
We'll repeat the previous down, but
An absolute bad deal.
10 more yards it has to cover.
All right, pushing themselves even further back. They're going to go ahead and pull a couple guys. He's going to break 2 tackles. Can we take him down, please? And he gets hurt. Take that. So we get a free timeout.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Just come up tackle. Just come up tackle. Perfect. I'm actually going to let them run the clock down. I'm going to keep the timeout for offense.
Here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.
Kick's going to be up, and it is going to be good. We're going to be down 6, so a touchdown and an extra point win the game. Why I kept this timeout is because it gives us a little bit of flexibility of A, being able to throw the ball over the middle of the field, but B, and I think most importantly, is we can catch them off guard with the run play and probably get a bunch of yards. Like, I wish you would have just dropped that, right? But that's kind of the idea behind keeping the timeout and letting them run the clock down. And even if we score super quickly, we probably don't leave them a whole lot of time to score. And what an absolute catch. That was a crazy catch there. I was expecting him not to catch that, I'm not gonna lie. Thomas is just a dog right now. We're gonna put him up the field. It's gonna be a red throw, but we're gonna get down to the 1-yard line. I need to make sure that we don't have shoot clock on or anything. Okay. And this is where we can run the ball, right? We got that timeout.
He's now got over 500 yards.
On the option. They bring him down
we're going to go right back to it. We're going to go around this one more time. You should be able to get in the end zone. And there's Ashley's third carry. We're going to get in the end zone. We're going to kick the extra point. We're going to win the game. Another absolute heart racer of a game that the Owls come out on top of. 12 of 24, 50% completed. 0 touchdowns and 1 INT for Dunlap. Not good. 15 of 66, 4.4 average, which is fine. Ashley had 12 of 45 with a 3.7 average. Okay. 2 touchdowns apiece for them. Thomas, 5 for 97, didn't score a touchdown, but that one reception was huge defensively. Javen Williams with 11 tackles, Scarborough and Cook with 10, and Atkins with 9, 8 for Paul and Redding, and 7 for Hamilton. 4 tackles for losses, 2 sacks by Hannon. Green had 1, Scarborough and Cook shared 1. No interceptions for the secondary or the defense just in general in this one. All right, last game of the episode here in Week 8. We do have 1 or 2 people on visits this week, so it is important for us just to win the game, to be quite honest with you, at this point in time. So hopefully we can take care of UConn. They're a very solid team, so we got to take care of business.
UConn comes to the line after getting another first down.
Defense in trouble here to start the game. UConn seems to be marching down the field. We're going to be able to get a stop. Really capture some momentum if we're able to. But we'll see if we can even get a turnover. Make that. Yep, Washington. That one's Washington. I know it this time. And does he have the speed? He does to get around that one. Does he have the speed? He does. Washington is going to take it over 100 yards for a pick 6. Talk about momentum change. Touchdown, Owls. What a play by the guy. He is absolutely insane for us. Again, I keep talking about it. What an absolute find and pickup for us in the transfer portal. Dunlap, his speed's not going to get enough for the first down, but we are going to go for it.
Yeah, and the QB decided to take it himself. He got a little bit of pressure, you could see.
See if we can pick this up. We're just going to have to go with Dunlap. They took away the pitch with a guy in the slot, so very good defense by them, but we were able to pick up the block on the guy that was keying the quarterback, so that was obviously nice for us to be able to pick up the first down. We're not finding any space to run on that play in particular. This defense seems to be pretty fast and pretty aggressive, which typically doesn't play well, but that's kind of what we got. But they lose sight of Dunlap, so he's going to run into the end zone for a touchdown. And, yeah, we are looking pretty solid right now. So hopefully we can continue. It is 14-0. Dunlap's going to go ahead and use his legs again. I didn't trust the whip route right away. I should have. We should have just went and thrown it. I swore I picked the power option, but I guess not. Instead, we're going to give it to Ashley on a half-back trap, and he's going to get in the end zone. We get a turnover, and we are knocking on the door to score yet again, and we are on the verge of blowing this UConn Huskies team out, which we don't see very often from this team. So if we're able to sustain this will be fantastic. I should probably be running on Jules Block. That would probably be in the best interest of us at this point in time. Dobson's going to run across the field, and he's going to get in the end zone. 28-0. Can the defense continue to do their thing? They do. They get us the ball back, and we're going to see if we can take the top off of Thompson. And, or Thomas, not Thompson. It looks like he does gonna end up getting a step, and he's gonna run away from him, and it is gonna be 38-0 in the first half, or 35-0 in the first half. Oh, good lord! Did we actually get an interception? We did. We got yet another turnover, and this is still the first half. We are absolutely drubbing this UConn team right now. They have nothing left in the tank here in this first half. They just need the game. They need. Where's my favorites? Why is my favorites gone? That's not ideal. They need this half to end.
This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance.
And a drop pass, and that's okay. Why is my favorites not on this? What's happening? Concept.
For a nice play on first down.
Option. Triple option.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5.
They are absolutely in
To
the
throw,
goal line.
it's Dunlap. Quarterback adapting.
Dunlap is going to try to sprint to the goal line. He does not get there.
1 yard line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third.
Dunlap's going to find the end zone. What a great play call, if I do say so myself. They do finally score. We're on the verge of scoring yet again.
Kennesaw State has a chance
Just
now on
absolute
first and goal.
drubbing of this team right now. Trying to give it to Ashley. He's going to walk in untouched. Touchdown, Owls. And this is getting out of hand quickly. We're probably just going to go ahead and sim through the rest, as it is 59-14. An absolute drubbing
When you know
of
you have
the
a
UConn
team
Huskies.
the ability to
35
play to
second
that
quarter
standard
points
and
really
finish
puts a
with
stamp
blowout
on this
like
one.
is really impressive.
What happened? 14-26, 233 touchdowns. Rushing Turpin, 17 for 39. He didn't do anything crazy. Dunlap 10 for 40 with 2 touchdowns. Ashley 6 for 25 with 2 touchdowns. He didn't really do much offensively. Thomas 4 for 129 in that touchdown. Cook had a touchdown, and Dobson had that touchdown, but nothing explosive. Defensively, we just had to be lights out. 8 tackles for Johnson, 7 for Green, 6 for Cook and Williams, 5 for Hamilton. Tackles for loss, we only racked up 8. 3 for Johnson and 2 for Green. Sacks, we only had 3. Green, Scarborough, and Westmoreland. Interceptions, we had 5 of them. And then it's all started with Washington Junior's 104. It says 104-yard touchdown on the pick 6 from the end zone. So he started it, and boy, oh boy, did the floodgates open for that quarterback. And with that, that is going to be the episode. I greatly appreciate you taking the time to click on the video today. If you haven't already and you made it this far, just hit that subscribe button. Drop a like on the video. I greatly appreciate it. Leave a comment. Again, are we making it to the Conference USA Championship game? Is that something we can do? You tell me. Hit that bell as well if you want to know when these videos come live. Go ahead and hit that bell. Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, 6 a.m. college football. Monday, 6 p.m. MLB stuff for right now. There's more to come. Just trying to figure out the logistics of all that. But that is it for this episode. As always, I hope you have a good day. I hope you had a great day. Spread the word. Peace.